Auburn defensive tackle DaQuan Newkirk, 44, takes Tennessee quarterback Jarrett Guarantano, 2, down with him as Auburn defensive lineman Colby Wooden, 25, grabs at Guarantano's ankle at Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama, on Saturday, November 21, 2020. Auburn UtUse your left pointing arrow, right pointing arrow arrows to browse October 10, 2020. Auburn, Alabama, USA. Auburn Tigers quarterback Bo Nix, 10, rolls out to pass against the Arkansas Razorbacks during the fourth quarter at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Mandatory credit. John David Mercer-USA Today SportsHere's what we learned from the Tennessee football Volunteers' loss at the Tigers. For the first time since 1988, Tennessee football is in the midst of a 5-game losing streak. It's the first time in school history the Vols lost 5 straight by double digits, as they blew a 2-score lead for the second straight game, falling to the Auburn Tigers 30-17. UT jumped out to a 10-0 lead, but Auburn then tied it up before halftime. They scored 17 more unanswered in the second half, helped by a pick 6 when Rocky Top was in the red zone, to take control of the game. The Vols scored a fourth-quarter touchdown, before an Auburn field goal became the final points of the game. With the win, the Tigers improved to 5-2 ahead of their matchup with the Alabama Crimson Tide. The Vols fall to 2-5 and will visit the Vanderbilt Commodores next week. Here are 5 takeaways from Tennessee football's loss. Point 1. Pass defense collapsed again. There's just no way around this one. Tennessee football knocked Tank Bigsby out of the game early, which should have rendered Auburn one-dimensional. However, the pass defense continued to collapse. This time, the Vols managed to let it happen before the third quarter. After jumping out to a 10-0 lead, UT had a busted coverage that allowed Bo Nix to find Anthony Schwartz for a 54-yard touchdown pass. That continued the rest of the way. The only slight positive all game was an interception by Bryce Thompson in the end zone and a few plays by the pass rush, most notably 2 sacks by Kivon Bennett, one of which forced Auburn to settle for a field goal. However, that shows how bad the pass defense was. The key to beating Auburn was always to keep Nix in the pocket. UT did that. However, Nix still completed 17 of 26 passes for 220 yards and that touchdown. After that Thompson interception, he completed 15 of 19 passes for 189 yards. Simply put, this unit was bad again. Use your left pointing arrow, right pointing arrow arrows to browse.